Hi, and welcome back to this edition of the Mental Health Minute. I'm Justine McNulty, a registered social worker with the Arm Prior and District Family Health Team. Today I want to talk to you about anxiety, and in particular, anxiety surrounding the holidays and anxiety surrounding the holidays during a global pandemic. As someone in the household that takes on the majority of the responsibilities for doing the things that need to get done during this time. One of my good friends, a scholar, Amanda Watson, who I went to school with, recently wrote a book called The Juggling Mother Coming Undone in the Age of Anxiety. Because she's promoting this book, she's been doing a lot of virtual interviews and touring around and talking about what it's like to live in this day and age, the age of anxiety, with all of the added pressures that society puts on us, family puts on us, we put on ourselves, and in particular during the holidays and during a global pandemic. In talking about this with me, she mentioned this concept called the third shift. So, in addition to one shift of work, so your regular job, the second shift of work, being a parent, and then this third invisible shift, which is taking on the majority of responsibilities during a holiday. This adds a lot of extra pressure, stress, and can increase and heighten our anxiety at this particular time. One of the strategies to managing this additional stress and anxiety at this time is to try to delegate and offload some of these tasks to other people who can do it for you. This is not an easy task, and it is one that me and my friends have been trying to do and have been having fun talking about in these virtual chat sessions that we have sometimes. So the concept of gatekeeping can come up where we want to delegate and offload some of the responsibilities so we feel less anxious ourselves and not having to do it all ourselves. But then it's difficult because we have this idea in our mind of how we want things to go, what presents we want bought, and it can be easy to micromanage our partners or whoever it is that is doing this for us instead of really enjoying the time that we don't have to spend doing those things and moving into self-care and doing something that's restorative rather than something that will take away from our energy. So in order to move into this, move out of our comfort zone, which is stressful and causes anxiety of doing it all, to doing less, is tolerating the distress and the discomfort, recognizing that it is difficult, it is a learning curve to let go and let be of some of these things that we take on ourselves. But also be compassionate to ourselves in this time of uncertainty, of unknown, of again, heightened anxiety because we're letting that responsibility go to somebody else. It's about the long game when we think about it this way, and that we may not notice the benefits this year, but maybe as more and more holidays come up, over time, over the years, we'll start to adjust, settle in, and be able to take on less and feel less stress. Share the load with those that you can share it with. Because we're living during a global pandemic during this holiday season, this adds another level of anxiety. Speaking personally, I've never before felt this much stress about are my packages going to arrive on time. Most people, because of the pandemic, are doing their shopping, if they're doing shopping, virtually, and this creates a lot of delays in shipping. So that adds another level of stress. And at the end of the day, the best advice I can give you is the advice I give myself, and that is to let go, let be, try to be mindful and compassionate that this is really hard, that it's beyond my control. I've done everything I can to try to make this the best possible holiday season for myself, my family, my loved ones, given the current circumstances, which are very challenging. The other thing that can be helpful is to remind yourself that you're not alone in this, right? So it's not about comparing, but it's more about feeling this collective support and empathy with everybody around you, your friends, your family, and in the world right now as we move through this pandemic during the holiday season. So I hope that was helpful. If you do find that you struggle more with anxiety and you need more support than what you're getting just from this video or the videos that you viewed before or that you're going to view next, don't hesitate to reach out to your family doctor and get connected to a mental health professional such as myself, somebody else on the team, or another agency within the community. Take care.